Hello and welcome to Red Rose Academy. Hello my dear children. Today we are going to see some basic concepts which are more essential for studying physics and chemistry. Especially for 11th and 12th physics chemistry is somewhat a little bit high upgrade from 10th standard. It is actually very good subjects, and it is very important to handle all these concepts with a basic only. So basics are very essential, and then we are now going to see some basic concepts. Okay. Today we are going to see force. What is meant by force? Actually, Newton derived all three laws, right? First law, second law, third law, everything. In the first law, he derived, what is first law? The first law is nothing but the inability of a body, that is inertia. So inability of a body to change by itself, its state of rest or in its motion. Okay. Suppose consider this as an object. Consider this as an object. Okay. This object has its own inability. So what is its inability? The inability of this object is, now consider this object is at rest. Since it is a non-living object, now it is at rest. Okay. So suppose if it want to change its state of rest, then it needs some external force. So this is said to be the moment of inertia. What is inertia now? The inability of a body to change by itself, or in its state of rest, or in its uniform motion. Suppose if you drive a car, the car is now in a uniform motion. It is now in a straight line motion. Okay, unless it is expelled by external force by applying a brake, it can't stop. Pull this object or push this object, then it can go. Unless it is compelled by an external force, it can't move. So this inability is considered as the inertia of motion, or inability is nothing but only because of external force it can change its state of rest or its state of motion, okay, or its state of direction also. So moment of inertia can be expressed as inertia of motion, inertia of rest, inertia of direction. Okay, so each and every object has its inability. So this is Newton's first law. What is Newton's second law? It deals with the force. He derived an expression for force. So what is Newton's second law? What is Newton's first law? We have seen. First law is nothing but moment of inertia. Inertia, moment of inertia, inertia of rest, inertia of motion, inertia of direction. What is Newton's second law? It deals with the force. The applied force is nothing but it is equal to mass into acceleration. So what is now acceleration? So far, so I have met a lot of students, school students, those who are in 10th standard. They are not up to the level of this concepts. Actually, they can't understand properly what is acceleration, what is velocity, everything. Okay, let me explain you about the displacement. What is meant by displacement? Before that, you must know all the difference between the scalar and the vector quantities. So what is scalar, what is vector? Scalar and vector. Okay. So quantities which is having magnitude only. Is scalar. Okay. Quantities which are having both magnitude and direction is vector. Okay, so how we can differentiate these two? What is vector, what is scalar? So say for example, distance is a vector, displacement is a scalar. So now what is the difference between distance and the displacement? Okay. So what is distance? Suppose if a particle moves from one place to another place. Say for example, A to B or Coimbatore to Chennai. Okay. So say for example, the kilometer from Coimbatore to Chennai is approximately 450 kilometer. This is nothing but there is only a magnitude. It represents the distance covered by the particle from A to B or from Coimbatore to Chennai. See for example, so this, suppose if you want to know the particle moves from A to B or B to A, then displacement comes. So what is meant by displacement? The shortest distance traveled by the particle from one place to another place or one point to the another point, that is nothing but displacement. Shortest distance. Okay, from A to B we can move any path, right? From A to B, suppose if A to B leads to this path or this path or this path. But the shortest path from A to B is nothing but that is the displacement. And also direction involves from A to B or B to A. So this is the difference, basic difference and major difference between distance and displacement. Distance is only a magnitude. Okay. Say for example, from Coimbatore to Chennai, the kilometer is 450 kilometer. That is the magnitude. That is the distance. Displacement is from Coimbatore to Chennai or Chennai to Coimbatore. Then what is the shortest distance? That is nothing but displacement. So displacement and distance both are measured by the unit meter. Both are measured in the unit meter. Then the next quantity, scalar quantity, is speed. Okay, speed and then velocity. Velocity is the vector quantity, speed is the scalar quantity. Now again come to this same scenario, from A to B, from Coimbatore to Chennai, you are riding in a vehicle. So what is the speed of the vehicle? For example, say 60 km per hour. So that is the magnitude that indicates the speed. So speed is nothing but the magnitude of a speed, the magnitude of a movement of a car. What is the speed? In 1 kilometer, the car moves 60. Sorry, in 1 hour, the car moves 60 kilometer. So 60 kilometer per hour is nothing but distance by time. So what is speed now? Speed is nothing but distance by time. The car moves 60 kilometer in 1 hour. So that is the speed. The unit of speed is meter per second or m/s per -1. Meter per second is the unit of speed. Then what is velocity now? The velocity is nothing but rate of change of displacement. Rate of change of displacement, that is velocity. What is rate of change of displacement? Say for example, velocity is represented by letter V, displacement is denoted by letter capital S. Okay. So velocity is nothing but one distance to another distance within some particular time period. Okay. Say for example S2 to S1. Okay. Suppose in particular time period from Coimbatore to Chennai. So in between there are so many locations, right? Salem, Krishnagiri, for example. So at Salem, you are around the time period 11 o'clock, okay, 11 a.m. At Krishnagiri, it is somewhat 11:30 a.m. Then what is the time period? Now 11 to 11:30, only half an hour. Now we are moving from Salem to Krishnagiri. What is the distance between Salem to Krishnagiri? That is S2 minus S1. So S2 minus S1 is, say for example, from Salem to Krishnagiri, this is 80 km approximately. From what is the time period? 11 to 11 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. So that is 30 minutes. or 0.5 r or 160 kilometer per hour. So this is nothing but velocity. So velocity is nothing but it is rate of change of displacement. Rate means the time period, the change in time period. So rate of change of displacement is, okay, velocity.